It says, once upon a non-time, December 5th. Those genealogies are boring. Give me 12 coins now, Levi said, or I'll send you straight to jail. But sir, stuttered the Jewish man, we only owe 10 coins, sir. Please, I have 4 children to feed, and enough! Taxes have increased. Guards, seize him, Levi yelled. I'll pay. The poor man dug out 2 extra coins. Levi moved to the next family and did it again and again. He loved his job. He made lots of money. The people, however, hated his job. A Jew, people would say, sold out to the Romans, turned on his own people. He charges 12 coins when we only owe 10. They would curse him and scowl at him. They hated him. Levi always wanted to be powerful. As a Jewish boy, he grew up dreaming of power. He heard his parents tell stories of how one day the Jews would overthrow the Roman government and how their Messiah would make the Jews the ruler of the world. He wanted to be in charge, like Nebuchadnezzar or King Solomon. Do you like school? Levi did. He studied hard in school. Are you good at math? Well, Levi was good at math, and when he grew old enough to start working, he knew he could make the most money by working for the Romans. He thought he was okay with God just because he was a Jew. I'm one of God's chosen people, he thought. God will make everything better. But one day, a man walked by his money table and introduced himself as Jesus. He was kind. He was different. Everyone else glared at Levi. Some people spit at him. But Jesus said, "Follow me." The Jews hate me because I lied to them, Levi thought, scratching his head. The Romans don't respect me because I'm a Jew. On top of that, Levi admitted to himself, I'm not happy even though I'm rich. Then Levi realized, this Jesus is real. So he stood up, gave up his job, and followed Jesus. From that point on, Levi's life was different. Although Jesus was not the political leader that the Jews thought their Messiah would be, Levi saw something so much greater in him than mere human power. He saw God's power and wanted everyone else to know it too. I want everyone to know that Jesus is the one we've been waiting for, Levi said. People have to know that I'm different. I'll change my job. I'll use my talents for God. I'll even choose a new name. Levi's name was changed to Matthew, and spent the rest of his life trying to convince his people, the Jews, that their Messiah had come. Instead of using his smart brain to gain power and money through tricking people, he decided to write the truth. He followed Jesus. He saw Jesus do miracles. He served with Jesus. Then he wrote Jesus' stories in a book, careful to show all the ways that Jesus was the Messiah. He started the book by saying, the book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. He knew that Jews cared about the family line that their Messiah would come from. Jesus came from the line of David, which means he's from royalty, and from the line of Abraham, which means that he was a Jew. Perhaps Matthew thought, well, the best way to tell the story about my friend Jesus is to start with him as a baby. Matthew, even in those boring old genealogies, showed that Jesus is the rightful King of the Jews and Savior of the world. Matthew used his smart mind and writing ability to serve God. So how about you? What talents are you using for God? Tomorrow's genealogies by Luke talk about some bad women. We'll talk about those tomorrow. We'll see you in the next video. Well, today's story was about the genealogies of Jesus Christ, and that was just Matthew's careful description of who Jesus was. If he was ever to be accepted, then he would have to be verified, and Jewish scholarship was just unmatched in their day. So Matthew was showing, look, Jesus can be verified. His lineage can be verified. You can go back and check the record books on this, and here's the record of who Jesus is. And just proving in the opening pages that this is not a counterfeit. Now they had to make up lies about Jesus at his trial when he was being crucified. But because of that, it was just such a laughable case against him. And so here's Matthew bringing forward something that is verifiable. Like, you can check these sources, and here's what we mean by saying Jesus is the Messiah. And he starts with the genealogies. Now, to kids in America today, that may not seem like very much, may not mean very much to us, but wanted to try to highlight the aspect of Matthew's childhood just by speculation, based on the job that he held and how articulate the book of Matthew is written. Then we can deduce that Matthew was likely very well-to-do and likely very well educated and very smart, based on just the writing of the book and the job that he held and the math degrees that would have been required for a position that he was in before he became a follower of Jesus Christ. And so with the story that we were taking today, it was just a playful adaptation of some of those ideas. And so that was the December 5th take. Tomorrow is going to be from Luke's genealogies. They're going to look at the various women that are highlighted from Luke's genealogies. We'll see you in tomorrow's video.